Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Ember.
Hello, foodie beauties.
So, you guys, I know this is a little bit late, but we're finally going to look at Foodie's rage stream the other night. More so, I don't know, because I think if she is to be believed, which she never is, she had some valid arguments, I guess, but most of it just seemed very hypocritical, and I think we have learned by now in Girl World that fighting fire with fire doesn't necessarily work around here, especially for these girls. It doesn't work in their case, it seems. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a channel member. So let's just dive right on in, shall we? This is a little over 20 minutes long. I might not have a lot to say for some of it because she just rants and rants and rants. But I figured it'll be fun to check out some of the highlights of it, I guess. But let's dive right on in, shall we, guys?
Guys, hello.
Hey, Foodie.
Alright, so a couple of disclaimers before I start in. I'm not going to be nice in this live stream. I'm going to be a total bitch.
And she was, even to her own supporters. There were plenty of people in there saying, listen, I love you, Chantal, but I feel like this just isn't good for you. And her moderators were literally blocking them. Like, it's just not giving what I think she thinks it is. I don't know. Or maybe she needs to reconsider some of her moderators. Because as horrible as I think this woman is, I think the people that genuinely support these women, as foolish as they are, I think they shouldn't be, like, spat at by, you know, the people that they are literally giving their money and time to. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. But
Okay, so I'm going to say things that are really mean and not nice. So if you're here to virtue signal, just get...
why is it considered virtue signaling to be like, I don't think this is the best thing for you, girl? Why is someone else's opinion virtue signaling? Like, I don't necessarily understand that, but okay. Because most of the things that these people are saying, they probably live through their example. You know what I mean?
Out of here right off the bat. I'm basically just here to rip FF Ghoul a new butthole.
And what's her obsession with FFG? Like, there are other commenters out there that say really bad things. I mean, I know FFG kind of goes like IRL a lot on her with like the cat and everything, but I don't know, dude. Like, the obsession is real.
I made the mistake of tuning into Yo Mama's stream and had to hear that cackling stupid bitch. I heard her say some things that I wanted
Well, why would you go in?
to address. This idiot needs a reality check so bad. So if you're like a fan and you're just here to defend this idiot, just leave now because I'll just block you. And if you don't know who it is, this will be a boring stream for you. So it's probably just geared towards people who know what's going on. All right, so first off is apparently this idiot and her dumb chat. Apparently, you know, because I said, you know, if you say anything about my mom to my face, I will bitch slap you. And that's a promise, all right? That's a promise.
That's a promise. Girl, at your, I'm going to say ripe age, but she's only 40, so that's not even that old. But, like, 40 is definitely old enough to know better.
I've gotten in fights with bigger, way bigger before. I'm not afraid of you.
Girl, do you think this makes you look tough? You're saying this from your lonesome apartment in the Middle East, literally on the other side of the world. Okay? Meet up in Cornwall with her and then have the same attitude and I'll be impressed, okay, sweetie?
Whatsoever. You're all talk. Just like at the...
I'm not gonna lie to you, seeing how, like, I could give a rat's butt about what she has to say on FFG. I don't really care. But how she was treating her audience is actually what made me, like, really ticked off by this live stream. I'll be real with you. I was making some food while I was listening to it, and I was just like, what the hell? And watching all of the comments just like pop up and then instantly delete, block, block, block. Like, oh my god, dude.
Fashion show. Anyway, so she's inciting her audience to mass report me for that threat. First of all, dummy, inciting your chat to mass report is against terms of service. So I have those timestamps written down.
Girl, you're not going to do anything with them.
So don't worry about that. Another idiot, just like Trash Yabba, who all your channel does is break terms of service. And you're going to report me. You're number two, I'm your...
Re-showing your content isn't violating term of service. Girly plop. I mean, if they're like stream sniping, then maybe she could get them on a technicality. But even then, I don't think so. Like, if you're giving commentary and whatnot, I don't think it can be considered that. You know what I mean?
Bread and butter. Literally, without me in your thumbnail, without me as your content, so that dry-ass, boring, dying channel content you talk about is literally your bread and butter. So if you...
She just loves to be the center of everyone's world, right?
Report me.
Except her own, it seems.
And I have no channel anymore. Guess what happens to you? You go back to 2,000 views vlogging, driving to Cornwall to stalk me. That's literally what your effing channel's gonna be, alright? So I think you need to give your...
So is she going back to Cornwall? She was talking a lot in this stream about how, like, she's going to keep following her around Canada and whatnot. And it's like, girly, are you planning on going back? Side-eye.
Head is shake. I don't know, like, what's going on in that vapid head of yours.
Very hypocritical of you to say.
But yeah, you and your audience are collectively using the same two brain cells if you think that mass reporting me when I'm defending myself because you did call my mother a whore and I come from trash.
Well, I mean, you have kind of said that yourself, girl. So while I don't think it's necessarily appropriate to call someone trash, well, it depends on the context. If you're saying someone's trash just because they come from, like, lack of money, that's trash. That is trash. But, like, Chantal is trash. She is. Sorry.
By the way, and this is, I don't care if this upsets people, you call my mom a hoe. Your mom couldn't afford to be a hoe if she looked like you, and she probably did because you have half of her DNA. So I'm guessing that your father put a bag over her head to consummate whatever relationship they had and to procreate and create you.
Girlie, sorry, but, like, you're definitely not in the realm of anyone that should be talking about someone else's looks. You know what I mean? To be fair, if the photos that she shows are actually FFG, then FFG doesn't have much of a place to talk either. But, you know, there's a big difference. There's a big difference, Chantal. You're Chantal. Like, hello. The imprint you have left on the internet and your actions over the years, like, that's going to carry along with you, girl. And you have also personally burned this girl over. So that adds, like, a different... real layer to it.
You are, all right? Just to remind people what you are this.
Like, I don't know if this is actually a picture of FFG. I don't know. I'm gonna try to not talk about FFG all that much, even though the entire stream is about her.
And you and Toothless Wonder, Charlie No Fronts, your whatever, your sidekick Calamari, have the...
I don't understand where that calamari name comes from. I'll be so for real.
Nerve to call me heifer. Is this you? Is this you? Is this you?
I mean, girl, no shade. Y'all look pretty similar. That could be your sister.
Seriously. Oh my god. All right.
Well, no shade to FFG. Shade to Foodie.
So yeah, go ahead. I haven't reported your channel in a little while. I was gonna get around to it, but that means
I was gonna get around to it. Yeah, okay, girl.
have to watch your actual crap content that you say that you
Oh, but allegedly you have the timestamps, right?
like. It's so funny that she says my content is crap.
It is.
Your content today, just right now live, is reacting to me getting groceries and raging about me getting groceries.
It must really tick these women off that, like, in their eyes, we can do so little and yet still, like, make money off of it. It must really tick them off deep that people are able to do that. I don't know. Like, it's kind of giving, like, Anish Kapoor, but, like, he tried to patent and reserve his rights to use one specific color. It's caused a lot of, like, retaliation within the art world, but, like, that's what it's giving, is, like, thinking that you have ownership over something public that has been put out to the public. Like, it's just odd to me.
So, again, whose content is worse? Really? Why don't you do a grocery haul? Turn on the...
She must just be really ticked off that some creators on here are able to get more views than she is. I think that's what it is, honestly, is she's really ticked off that FFG has a larger, more active audience than Foodie does. Doesn't matter, like, if Foodie has more subscribers, because Foodie only gets maybe like 10% of her audience tunes in to watch her videos sometimes. That's a very, very small percentage. And it's because she bought all of her subscribers. People that have genuine audiences, whose audiences enjoy them and enjoy the content they make, they don't have to worry about that.
Camera and show people what you put in this gullet of yours. You look like a pelican, all right?
Girl, so do you, okay? You just hide it behind the hijab.
Right? Number 2, this is where I order the groceries from on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. These are the offers.
She's gonna virtue signal, as she likes to put it, in here that it's not a bad thing to get things from a food shelter or something like that, which it's not. Foodie, though, you can clearly tell by how much this pisses her off that it's a bad thing in her mind.
This is not a food bank. Do you know any food banks where you order online from?
A food bank, whatever.
Actually, a simple Google search, since you know everything about Kuwait, would show you that there's no food banks here.
Hey, hun, just to let you in on a little secret that I'm not sure if you're cognizant, in Amber Lynn's words, to pick up on. It's a troll, okay? It's a troll. I don't even think that she's getting things from a food bank. I don't. But it clearly gets under her frickin' skin and pisses her off. That's why the other day I titled the video that, because it was after I had tuned into this and I was ticked off. I was like, well, fine. She seems to be real pissed that people think she's, you know, can't afford to just normally grocery shop. So, and I wouldn't even say it's, oh, you can't afford. It's being resourceful, if we're being honest. Clearly, she has a huge issue with people thinking that she has to go to a food bank to get stuff.
All right? We don't go to a food bank.
Well, sorry, girl. I've never heard of a place where you have a limit on how many vegetables you can buy, all right? That seems a little ridiculous.
Oh my god. I know you like to think we're poor. Like, you're obsessed. It's her payday. So she's gonna, like, she's doubling down on video so she can make... Oh, heaven forbid I make money off my own content.
Okay. She's making money off her own content, too. She's tuned... It's not like FFG's just sitting there quiet the entire time, all right? Like... Sorry.
I can't. Anyways, back to this idiot. I report me and see what happens to your views, you dumbass. Like, her audience will listen to her, say that she wishes I was dead, make fun of me every day, and...
See, I think wishing someone being dead is rough. Commenting that if you keep up the actions you're going to do, you're going to die soon, I think that's just fact. But... yeah, that's whatever.
My weight, call my mother a hoe.
Well.
And then when I defend myself, that's too much. We're reporting. You do realize you go watch that.
Well, there's a big difference between defending yourself and, like, threatening physical violence from across the world, dude. It's so ridiculous.
To watch my videos through her, right?
Also, like, the whole, she says in here, I have the right to defend myself. When she said that, I let out such a cackle because I was just thinking, like, who else do we know that uses that excuse very, very incorrectly? Not to make light of a serious thing that's going on right now. I don't want to mention the hot buzzwords or else this video might get flagged. But there's a country out there that loves to say, well, we were just defending ourselves.
So what are you going to watch? What are you going to watch? You're going to watch her driving her shitty van to Cornwall?
Girl, I guess it gets her the views. So people are tuning in. Why are you so upset about it? Because you can't drive around Cornwall?
Good weed and stalk me? You know...
It was very interesting to me that she decided to specify that it's good weed.
Talk a lot of crap about Cornwall, like it's trash, but you go there all the time.
Well, I mean, she doesn't live there, so that says something, right? I don't know. I've never been to Cornwall. It seems like a lovely little town, except that Chantal is there sometimes.
What do you think? Where do you think you're from, NDG, low-life trash? I've seen where you live. Rue Cardinal. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You don't live...
Is that in Montreal?
Any better. What do you think you are, la creme de la creme?
Hate how she pronounces that.
Give me a break. You're friggin' delusional. You...
Hun, so are you.
Have no right to sit there and talk about anyone's health. You have...
And neither do you, Sugar Plum. So, and I mean... From the sounds of it, even Foodie here, who's trying to slander this woman, doesn't list things that are nearly as bad as Foodie's health concerns, so...
You're going to get lung cancer. You already sound like you have stage 5...
Hun, you're on the track for losing your foot to diabetes or going into a coma, dying from a heart attack, or getting something with your lungs. So, like... really no room to talk here.
Emphysema, and you have 12 chins. Your
so do you.
Voice alone could make any man sterile, biatch, alright? Any man. You open your mouth and you cackle, a man is sterile instantly.
Yeah, you too.
So good luck procreating in the future. Honestly. Oh yeah, and I'm repetitive. My content's repetitive. All you do every day to your zombies is say the same crap. Salad, Scatman, fake marriage. She's eating too much. She's a heifer. You literally don't even cam up to show your face, let alone what you eat off camera. You're lying to everybody. Because, listen, alright? The chins don't lie. The chins are proof. We've seen it. And actually, we haven't seen you in a couple years. So I'm guessing... You're even...
Is that true? A few years? Dang. I like to pop in every now and then.
Bigger. Okay? So come off of it. Because you know what? No matter how many viewers you have, no matter how many people hate me, at least I don't have to sport a mug like this.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Foodie? Y'all could literally be sisters. Shut up.
Alright? I could be 800 pounds. Alright? 800. And I'll still be prettier than you any day of the week.
It's all about, like, who she thinks is prettier, right? It's weird. It's really weird how, like, both of these women think they're just la creme de la creme. But they think they're the hottest things.
Alright? Yeah. Even your fake lumberjack would think so.
I don't understand the whole, like, lumberjack brawny reference that she was making the whole damn time.
Your fake lumberjack would rather smash this heifer than you any day, alright? Yeah. And I have a
side-eye
dying channel? I have a dying channel. Your vlogs get 2K views. 2K. Actually, I always get the same amount of views.
Low, yeah.
For any drama with friggin' swordfish loser abuser, before that, I was getting like similar views than I am now. What?
And yet your subscriber count has gone up? Odd to me.
Whatever. No matter what I do, I have a core audience and I don't care. I don't care.
A core audience of, I would say, maybe 200 to 300 people. That's a little sad, right?
Like, I have 100.
There were only 500 people in the live stream, like at a given time, essentially. And I guarantee you most of them were haters watching.
K subscribers. Dying channel? My channel.
I have 100K subscribers. Girl, eye roll.
Subscribers are at least growing. You'll never have 100K. You'll never get a plaque. You've been at 30K.
Careful, girlie. You're gonna speak into existence for her.
Forever. Nobody gives a crap about you. They go to you to hate on me. That's your legacy. That's your crappy freaking legacy on YouTube, buddy. Yeah. And if it's such a dying, dry... Hold on, guys. Hold on. If it's such a dying, dry channel, then why are you... That's your content. Like, that's your content. Why...
Well, I mean, her commentary apparently makes it more entertaining for her audience. So, sorry.
Watching me do a grocery haul. Like, how pathetic can you be?
Can you be?
No life. Yeah, have you seen her boring vlogs of her driving to Cornwall to stalk me? That's literally what her content would be. She doesn't even have the fupa balls to even show herself. Like, on camera. Good luck vlogging. What are you gonna do? Like, put a friggin' Big Bird costume on so you can vlog and not show yourself? You would...
Girl.
Rather look like Big Bird than show yourself. I'm put...
Some of the digs that she's taking are just such, like, reaches. Like, girl. You sound like a dork.
Putting that there because this person that you're looking at...
This person, my husband...
has the nerve to sit there and make fun of how I look.
I mean, yeah, I would say maybe, you know, she's not in the best space to do that. But, I mean, girl, y'all literally look alike. Sorry. I'm sorry.
And call me a heifer. Same thing with Calamari.
And she's definitely got more hair on her head than you, so,
she'll literally go on her exercise bike, which is squeaking and needs WD-40 or a prayer, and she'll sit there with lisping because she has no front teeth.
Rude.
Calling me a heifer. A heifer.
Heifer.
Are you kidding? Like, you need a reality check, alright?
Girl, you all do, apparently. That's what it seems like, alright? My lord.
Thank you. There's only so much one person can take.
Well, why are you even going and fishing it out, dude? Like, that's the thing. Like, why go and search for it? Hello? Clearly, they're not making content for you, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, you want to talk about terms of service violations and threats and everything else? Let me go through and timestamp and send that to YouTube, where you're...
Well, go ahead.
Having people mass report my videos, where you're saying that you want to watch me die and have my foot amputated, which is never going to happen. My feet are in perfect shape right now, honey.
I don't believe that.
And my blood sugars are normal. So...
I don't believe that either.
I guess you're going to have to find something else to get wet over. Oh, and...
Weird.
She has the nerve to be like, do you think that we were living in a box before I reacted to your content? Yeah, you had 8 evictions. Do you know who's never had a single eviction? Me.
That's not true, right? That's not true. I could have sworn that she was evicted before. Or at least, like, never got her security deposit back, because she definitely destroys the places she lives in.
Me? I've never been evicted.
I don't believe that.
Hey, come on. She's like, can you put cameras in your house so we can at least watch the end? We deserve it.
That's odd.
No, you deserve to go see a psychiatrist. That's what you need. You are the one who needs help. You and your audience need the friggin' help. I've never seen anyone so mentally disturbed in my life. She started it first. You come for my mom, you're gonna get it right back. So, if that's too harsh, too freaking bad, you want to go low, I'll go lower.
Hasn't she talked crap about her own mom anyways? Like, what?
I don't care anymore. You don't talk about my mother like that. Alright, thanks. She is a dangerous, she's psychotic. She said you're mad because you can't watch Nattered. Like as if I would watch Nattered. These people are so disgusting. Like what if your abusive ex had a channel and I rubbed it in your face and was like, you loved it. You loved when he hit you in the head. You loved it with everything he did to you. You just miss him. Yeah, I'm sure. Do you miss your abusive ex? I'm going to accuse you of that just like you did to me. You friggin' psycho. She's comforted my mother so many times, and she, behind the camera, behind the screen, behind the avatar, like a big PUSSY that she is. Yeah.
She's just going in, dude. You know what? Here, Foodie, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna let you have your time here. Go ahead, girl. Let it all out.
Because she would not even dare. I know you guys think I'm weak. Try insulting my mother to my face. Try it. Just freaking try it.
Okay, let me hop on a plane out to Kuwait, dip.
Try it. So obsessed about my boring, dry, dying channel, right? You know if my channel...
Here, Foodie, meet me at the Vermont-Canada border, and I'll yell it across to you.
...dies, you die with it? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, literally. At least she has hair. Yeah, she can keep her dry-ass ponytail hair. You call that hair? Please, I'd rather be bald.
Girl, you are.
I'm gonna lose my channel. In that case, if that's the case, are you kidding? Look at her. She's a walking terms of service violation. That's all she is.
Good one.
Talking about someone's mom while they lose theirs. Yeah, exactly.
That's a low blow. That's an extremely low blow, in my opinion. And for her chat to be saying that and then her to condone it, gross.
And the day that she lost her mother, you know how she paid her
like, this is such a gross part of it.
Respects? She came online and she's like, I'm gonna take it out on Foodie Beauty. Like, talk about obsession. Seriously.
Stop. You seem obsessed as well, hon, so sorry about it.
Stop your friggin' virtue signaling, blimp. It's annoying as hell. Do you realize that? Carolina,
I was reading the comments that person was leaving, entirely supportive of Chantal, just trying to get her to redirect her energy towards something more productive, and she just was not having any of it. Didn't matter if you were genuinely caring for her.
Actually, long form reported her. Who the heck wants to sit through her crappy voice and listen to that and go through timestamps? No thanks. No thanks.
No thanks. So here she is towards the end of the stream saying, oh yeah, no, I'm actually not gonna do all that. Girl.
You know? Yeah, I do have a right to defend myself. Unless you're in my shoes, you can't say shit. Yeah, I know. Calamari struck me. Meanwhile, she sits on her channel and calls me a heifer. And,
Oh, I thought she called you a heifer. A heifer.
You know what I mean? It's so stupid and backwards. It's not about putting in the work, Slaughter. It's mentally listening to this shit for hours. She does hour live streams about a friggin', grocery haul. The nerve of her to talk about what I'm eating.
The nerve.
The nerve. Look at her. What are you eating?
Girl, look at you too.
You're not eating quinoa and friggin' broccoli every day. Give me a break. The nerve to talk about my health, and she chain smokes and is obese.
You smoke quite a bit too on that shisha, hun.
Alright, the neck comes from soda and sadness. Exactly. There's no criticism in saying you want to watch someone die. She's full of crap. She can have all the views and viewers she wants. It's not from her own content. And I'd rather, look, I've won because I don't look like this. So I don't...
Yes, you do, though, girl. What are you talking about?
Care. I don't want those viewers. She can have them. They're all dumb, What
does she think? That just because she has, those big frickin' coked out eyes that she's pretty or something?
Her, and they're all trash. No thanks. No thanks. Her viewers are so full of crap. I swear they all pretend to be something they're not. One was my husband is a diabetic doctor, and he analyzed Chantal, and he talked to a board of doctors about her. Oh my god!
You really be in the comments that deep, huh, dude? whatever that person has to say about you, whatever. But, like, you're in the comments deep. You're balls deep in it, babe.
How important and special am I? A whole board of doctors? They had a whole conference. My ass. As somebody like that, okay, doctors are supposed to be intelligent people, and they're watching FF friggin' Ghoul. Are you kidding? Roll my eyes to the back of my head. Like...
Yeah, I roll at you, Chantal.
I don't care, Peter, if it gives her more views and money. I don't give a shit. Do you think I care? The way she smokes? Hell, we don't even know. Maybe she has sleep apnea. She doesn't show herself. You know nothing about this person. People just take her word for it when all of the evidence proves otherwise.
Well, I mean, I would say that evidence proves she's more honest with her audience than you are. So that's a big difference, girl. And I feel like these ladies can't comprehend that like reaction channels have a tighter bond with their audience because there isn't that track record of lying. You know what I mean? I mean, with some reaction channels there comes a time, but not all of them, you know?
There's no evidence she has a man. Lies. Like, she's just a fat liar. Just making up shit that I go to the food bank. And why are you making even if I had to use the food bank, why are you making fun of people needing the food bank?
She's not. She's making fun of you. There's a big difference. And I feel like sometimes, side rant, some people get it twisted a little bit. I mean, it's how some of you guys perceive what we say. So I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. But in a reaction channel's defense, the criticisms that we give are solely for Amberlynn and Foodie Booty. I've said it. I don't hold anyone else to the same standard that I hold these women at, because we know what these women's actions have been over time, you know? I would never judge a stranger or anyone that I just randomly come across in my life the way that I do these women, ever.
What the F is wrong with you? Seriously, I hope you go super broke and need to friggin' panhandle for food. Honestly. Do you know how many people in our audience are stupid? Like, do you know how many people admit that they have diabetes, that they have kidney issues? There's probably a lot of them that are poor. And she makes fun of...
See, and Foodie, you're making fun of them as well.
People for potentially going to a food bank, which is not true. We don't go to a food bank. But at least she has hair. Yeah, look at it in this picture. No thanks. Nobody fat in her audience sits there and thinks, oh, wait, I'm fat and she's making fun of fat people. No, they just think like, oh, well, it's Foodie Beauty. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's a completely different subject matter, girl. She's not sitting here and saying broad statements of like, oh, I hate fat women that do this and blah, 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 blah. It's, I hate Chantal, who just happens to be a fat woman and she does this. There's a big difference.
There's no evidence I have one either, Avi. Are you dumb or blind? Or
She's not sitting on here like Andrew Tate saying that all women are like dumb, you know? Big difference, dude. Big difference.
Oh, he's literally in my videos with me, idiots. And no, it doesn't validate you, but if...
Doesn't matter that he's in your videos, girl, when it literally comes off as so fake and disingenuous.
You're gonna claim, you're missing the point because you're dumb, just like them. So go back over there, somebody block Avi. Listen, I'm gonna
She was on a roll with that.
Educate you. She sits there saying she has a man, okay? You know, like, give me a break. She's a pathological liar.
Well, so are you.
Knew someone like her in high school. Pathological liar. Cassie actually...
Was it yourself, girl? What are you talking about?
No, we can't talk about something more positive. I said at the beginning of the stream that I'm here, I'm not going to be nice, and I'm venting. So, if you don't like it, next stream. And I don't know, is she still friends with Shannon? Because she called everyone in Cornwall trash. What about you? What about you and your creepy dad? You said she admitted that her and her creepy freak dad watch me, and her creepy weird brother, who she has do her dirty work. Can you...
that is odd.
Go steal a cat for me, please? Taja, people read the stream title. Chantal is here to defend herself against slander today. Stop telling her to move on. She's valid in her feelings. Thank you. Yeah, if you don't like it, goodbye. He doesn't play
Dude, and people just like validating her. Like, ew.
his own shit. He wanted to shit on his stupid whore. That's different. She's
Girl.
not gonna buy a house ever. Watch. And if she does, it's gonna burn on the first night because her karma's gonna get her.
That's disgusting, Foodie. You're building up your karma big time. I don't understand, like, why people are so bold to say, like, super, super, super disgusting negative things like that when karma does rack up.
It's not that they hurt my fifis because they think I'm fat.
Well, clearly it is.
No, I'm confident in how I look. I've always been. It's
Yeah, to your detriment.
the fact that you're so dumb. She has a face not even her mother probably could love, and her voice will make any man sterile. Disgusting. So I would rather have 50 viewers and not look like this and be this sad, pathetic loser who has a hate mob for somebody, and that's the only thing you have in common is a bunch of morons like you, then yeah, no thanks.
Okay, hon.
No thanks. I'll take 500 people who are here in my corner for
They all definitely weren't there for you.
me to be my authentic self than have to rely on someone else's boring content with a face like this. No fucking way. No way. And the nerve of her to be like, you're lazy. You could do so much and show us so much. Bitch, we have an entire couples channel doing things.
Girl, hardly. You hardly go out and do anything in it, okay? So, be quiet.
Go watch it. And you want to say that I should travel places? What do you do? Where have you gone? Take us on a vlog. You go to Cornwall and stalk me. I've traveled to Thailand and Middle East back and forth 4
And you stay in your apartment or a hotel the entire time, girl, so it's not much of a brag.
times doing circles around you. You just sit there and talk shit. You don't go anywhere. You don't do anything with your
Well, she goes to Cornwall, apparently.
effing life. I am your life. That's all you do.
Creepy. Creepy that she thinks Foodie herself has that large of a role in someone else's life.
You do nothing. You have no relationship. You sit there and criticize mine. These people have no life, and they have
No life!
the nerve to be like, you're lazy. I'm lazy? You sit there, close your blinds, open a pack of effing Du Maurier or whatever the hell you smoke out your house, don't even show yourself, and watch my content. That's your life. That's your life. What
Odd.
a life. You can have your 5,000 viewers.
Girl, look at your life. Sorry about it. You got spit on by a camel. Like,
I would not trade my life for your pathetic existence any day of the week.
actually, you would, Foodie. You would love to be able to just be beezing it up over in Canada still. You would love it.
Any day of the week. They're all waiting. They're all waiting for me to croak. It's not going to happen. Twitter's another
Oh, girl.
cesspit. A bunch of lonely friggin' bored housewives whose husbands won't touch them.
You?
With effed up eyebrows.
You?
People who hate themselves. Yeah.
You?
I'm getting out what I have to say and that's it. No more attention for this idiot because I know that everyone thrives off of that. They really just want a reaction. It's
Well, girl, it's fine and dandy to sit here and say, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to give them any more attention. You just went on almost a 2-hour live stream rant, hardly taking any breaths, all right?
really sick. Tanya's vlog, you can leave if you don't like it. Why are you here asking me why I'm talking about something?
She's so freaking rude, dude.
Obviously, I want to talk about it. And for what you said, when I see you, you don't even have to say it to my face because it's already on. Trust me. I don't care. I'll catch a charge. I don't give a shit.
She doesn't understand how foolish she freaking sounds saying all that, dude.
This is not cyberbullying. This is science. This is fact. This is a reality check. You
Okay, what do you think reaction channels are?
weren't there for your grandmother. I was holding her hand and told her she could take her last breath. And she did.
Weird. That's so weird, right? I'm not the only one that thinks that's such an ick. And she did. Ew. Like, Foodie, did you smother her with the freaking pillow?
And no, just, yes, you're overweight. You don't have a right to criticize what other people eat, period. You have the
Interesting take.
To talk about how bad my relationship is, how bad my man is. Whatever happened.
Well, I mean, if she doesn't matter if she's making up a man, if she isn't with someone that treats her as poorly as Natter or Salah even treated you, that's a win, girl. That's someone with more self-respect.
Over. It made us stronger, better than ever. So y'all can shut it. I have nothing against Amberlynn.
And then randomly goes on an Amberlynn talk.
You know, I like her.
Girl, no you don't. She was being so, like, hesitant with this response.
But, like, her comment section is really bad. She looks like Amberlynn. That's fine. Amberlynn's pretty.
Oh, so now you're saying FFG is pretty?
Amberlynn was in FFG's chat. She enjoys her humor. For real?
Of course, girl. She's gonna go around kissing ass to anyone.
What the hell? What?
Oh, I don't like her anymore.
Humor. She's not funny at all. She just screeches. How is
And that's Amberlynn.
that funny? Salah bark for us. That doesn't affect us anymore. Like, you can keep talking about that for years. No one gives a shit. People move on in life. That's what it's called.
Girl, I wouldn't be able to move on from that, but all the power to you, I guess.
Even if I lay here and stuff my face all day,
which you do,
that's still a better life than what they're doing over there.
Sure, hun. Sure. They didn't have to flee halfway across the world, but sure.
I'm gonna outlive all of you just to spite you. Stay mad, babies. Anyways, I'm tired. Sugarfoot. She has diabetes. So what? Diabetes can be managed, whatever.
Yeah, it's the fact that you don't manage it, girl. That's the reason why, okay? Shut up. It's not... Once again, you're missing the point. It's not the fact that you have diabetes. It's the fact that you live with it completely unregulated.
Her audience is dumb like that, and they like stupid insults like that.
Well, your audience is dumb and likes your stupid insults too. Sorry about it.
That's how R-word they are. That's what...
Girl, doesn't matter if you don't say the word. If you're still going to use it in that context, it's still like, why say it? Why say it? Like, hello? That makes absolutely no sense. Shut up. She's so dumb.
They are. That's what makes them laugh. Have a good night. Thank you, mods, for getting rid of more trash.
And that was her closeout. She literally thinks of her audience as trash. Well, anyways, you guys, I could never think of you guys as trash. So, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning on in, and especially if you stuck around this long. I do appreciate you guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a channel member, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.